Hello everyone, my name is Gilbert Ramos, and I will be your Dungeon Master tonight for the campaign, The Ignited. Let's jump right into it.
Hello, hi, I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on all the social medias, including on Twitch where I stream. I am the social media manager here on the Rolling Nomads, but today I'll be playing Amelia Voldaren.
Hello, everybody. I am David Gagnon. You can find me on the social medias at DGtheNomad. That would be over on Twitter and Blue Sky. Yeah. So I am the production supervisor here at the Rolling Nomads, but today I'm going to be playing Cal, and I'm excited to be back.
Hello, I am Dawn. It's been a day. I am going to be playing Nadidah Isaroppia today.
Hello. I am Andrew. I'll be playing Oberon. I'm excited to get back into it and see where things take us.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Avery, at Averydaboi on all the social media platforms. I style myself as something of an internet personality. I'm the partnerships manager right here on the Rolling Nomads. So if you like what you see and you're thinking about working with us, or if you'd like to play games with us, or if you'd like to sponsor any kind of content we make, I'm the guy you talk to. So just send us an email, and I'll be right in touch. And this evening, I will be playing the Mole.
It's always a pleasure to me to see how different introductions are, and then I'm really glad it worked out to where you're at the end, Avery, where I get to hear like the Inigo Montoya, the Mole. It's very good for me. It's good to start. But with that, with our heroes having been met, let's go ahead and jump right into today's episode of The Ignited. And we begin each episode, as we always do, with a recap. Now, I believe the Mole has volunteered.
Indeed, for I think it is the perspective of tiny creatures which gives the clearest insight. We see the small details. So, when we awoke from our brief rest, we awoke to find that our large compatriot, as I'm told, I don't remember him, was not feeling too good and disappeared. It was an interesting conundrum, but we pressed on nonetheless. I think he may have something happen like a Dementor-Man that I remember. We pressed forward from the Omen Keel, and we made our way through some sort of... They call it a city, but it looks more like a collection of sticks to the mole, and the mole has been in cities. The great city of Akros looked like no bundling of twigs. We made our way to the hall of the king of the Tuskeri, I think he said. Arnie with the broken brow. I call him Arnie Broken Will now, but we will get to this story. We were introduced by Inga Rune Eyes to Arnie and the planeswalker that we have been looking for, Tyvar Kell. Arnie was being braggadocious and a bit of a bully to the companions of the mole. And so the mole issued a challenge to Arnie Broken Brow. I tell him, you will not speak to the companions of the mole this way, and I will break your body if you continue. An epic clash which was conveniently ignored by his men. You see, big men often ignore little things. This was not a wise decision for them. Once I convinced Arnie of his folly, I allow him to keep his life. I do not kill without need. And I dedicated this victory to Tyvar Kell. After reaching our standstill, we, broke bread and had drinks of spiced wine. It was a foul concoction, nothing like the wine in my home of Akros. And we spoke with Tyvar, who said only this. If we wish to learn from him, we would need to keep up and go to dangerous places and see dangerous things. But lucky for him, the mole is a burgeoning hero, and perhaps I will show this Tyvar Kell something of courage.
Expertly said, Mole. Now, we rejoin you all at the end of the meal, gathering up again once more, and you've made some new friends. Maybe you've fully eaten your fill. But in this moment, sleeping arrangements are being made. Tyvar is their guest, and there's a discussion of what to do with the three of you. Will you be staying here with Tyvar? Will you be going back to the ship with Igna? I leave it in your hands to begin the discussion.
Well, I'd like to know first what is your plan, Tyvar, on the morrow?
On the morrow, I set out again, and we, should you all wish to join me, we travel together. We seek more stories to add to our saga. We begin your training, if you're brave enough.
Do not doubt the bravery of the companions of the mole.
I think in that
Thank you.
case, it would make sense if we were close.
I
Yes.
agree.
I have known glory hounds like you, and I would not want you to conveniently forget that you told us that you would teach us the way.
Indeed, I shall. Is there anything you need to receive or gather from Brunei's?
Well, if our other companions could rejoin us, that would be great.
There is one thing.
Please.
Please what? It is not for you to know.
Oh, I was assuming that you would go take care of whatever you need to take care of, or...
I have very small legs. I would never get there in time without aid.
Oh, please, then he offers a hand.
We shall see what your worth is.
And he climbs into Tyvar's hand.
You can feel, it's very strange. He's not like, it's not like climbing onto Cal or climbing onto Nadidah. It's not the cloth feeling or the fur or anything like that. This is bare skin, and it's cold here. You can feel that his skin is cold. Amidst all like the muscle tissue, you just climb up and you take a spot on his shoulder. The fiery red hair braided down. You have some good handholds, and you can guide him where you'd like.
I will have him take me over to Inga.
The rest of you need to bid farewell. It would
Inga?
be quite rude.
I'm not leaving the mole. No offense.
Oh, of course, no. It's good. Companions stay together.
No, you're right. And I'll follow along.
As you guys begin to walk, there's a shift, a sort of vacuum, as air behind you is suddenly occupied. Tyvar turns to look, and there are two figures that emerge, one quite larger than the other. Cal, Oberon, you emerge in a large feasting hall, surrounded by people. Now I need to make some rolls for those people, as well as Tyvar. While I do that, the scene is all of yours. Your friends have returned.
Oh.
Do we remember Cal? Since we forgot when he
As Cal
disappeared?
returns, anyone who has forgotten Cal, everything comes flooding back. It's as if he's never left. In this moment, it's as if he's been walking with you this whole time. I will have, because I believe Amelia was the only one that remembered Cal, correct?
Yes, I didn't remember Oberon, but I remembered Cal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's of course conflicting information. No roll required. Basically keeping with the status of the rolls when they disappeared. Amelia, you know that they're just now reappearing. Nadidah, the mole, it's as if they've been here the whole time.
Ends of the mole return. I was beginning to think that we had lost you somewhere along the way.
Where did you go?
I went somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm quite hard to lose in a crowd.
That was even the stranger. We did not lose you in the crowd. We lost you in a very small room.
I don't usually fit in those. It's strange.
Ivar speaks up and says, "These are the companions you spoke of."
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's Arnie? I'm looking for Arnie.
Arnie is in his chair still, now a few more drinks deep, sitting entertaining Igna, and the men around this room don't seem bothered by Cal and Oberon's sudden appearance. They don't even seem really to have noticed.
Does Arnie react considering how Arnie was when we came in? Are we gonna have to go through this? Are we doing this again?
From what you can tell, no, Arnie doesn't notice. You can see everyone go and give me a, let's have Nadidah, Amelia, and the mole. Go ahead and give me either a insight or perception check.
Seems like there's some kind of party going on. What's the occasion?
15 for them all.
9.
24.
15, 9, 24. 15 and 24. Nadidah and the mole, you can see that Igna sees. She doesn't react. She's trying to keep things calm and not draw attention to it. She notices the difference. Amelia, it's difficult to tell. In the midst of all this, you can't really tell if Igna sees. But Mole, Nadidah, you do. You see it.
It is something of a party, Cal. I don't know exactly, but I think they call it, what did they say, Tyvar? A feast. That this is a hall for feasting.
A feast.
And that is their king. Although he is a weak king between you and me, the mole bested him rather easily.
Yes, there is a lot to catch up on.
Well, I need to speak to Inga, so we are going that direction. So, if Arnie, he has had what did you say, Tyvar? He is deep in his cup. What is
Deep
this?
in his cups, yes. It means he has drank many cups.
Ah,
Why would you call that deep in a cup? When he
Because-
has had more than one cup.
Yes, but he has been drinking many cups. He's been drinking deeply.
He's shit-faced.
Ah, drinking deeply. This I understand. I am coming to understand your way of speaking.
Yes. We'll have you
Now
speaking the...
What was that word, Nadidah? Fucking.
Shit-faced?
But, yes, shit-faced. I know shit. But what is shit-faced?
do you know drunk?
When there has been too much drinking of wine.
Yes, that. But it's not just wine.
There are
Yes,
other
all of these
that get
things
you
mean the
drunk?
same thing. Yes. Wine, mead,
You mean the thing that I drank from you, that's something that gets me drunk.
yes.
I was wondering why my nose feels funny.
Yes. Well, we will circle back to that funny feeling. We should talk to Inga.
Yes.
Let's make our way then. And as you all do, I'll say this for you specifically, Oberon. You have no knowledge. You have no tie to this person. This woman, clad in blues and whites, with the glowing pale blue eyes and the braids. You have no idea who she is. This is, I think, particularly jarring for you because you had, in the last we saw you, you were on the shore of the Curtis Sea.
Yes, I was gonna ask while we were walking, not in the dining hall or hall in general, how much time has passed?
Oh, about a day.
Yes, the sun has risen and set once.
That was
Where
weird. I
did
was
you
mid-thought.
go?
I was mid-thought, mid-stride, and then answer. I don't know where I went, if I went anywhere.
Oh, you certainly went somewhere, man to man.
And you took my memory of you with you.
Now that I think of it, I also didn't remember you. Strange.
Right, because Cal, remember when he vanished?
I do now, yes, but
Same thing happened to you.
that's strange. Wonder.
Well, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Time
Yes,
to discuss this later, I think.
Yes.
Inga, I don't want to interrupt, but I have a parting gift as we will be staying here with Tyvar.
I gathered that, yes. Shul would be remaining.
We all are staying, but do you have a bag?
A bag.
Yes, a bag.
I could provide you with this, yes.
It is for you. It is a parting gift.
A gift.
Yes. It is a thing that friends give each other when they do not see each other for a while.
I'm aware. This was unexpected.
Hold out your bag.
She takes off of a pouch off of her belt, opens it up.
And right now, since we are 3rd level, I have 14 spell points. And I have used 4 of them today. Which leaves 10 of them left. Spells of this level cost 2. So I will do 5 castings of good berry into the bag. So he just clears these berries from the sprig of mistletoe and does it again and again and again till he's spent.
I would ask that you do a thing with this. You will need to turn them into juice before the day ends. And I would like you to make a wine from it, and we will open it when I see you again.
We'll do this for you.
It will be a nice thing, and I will bring. Tyvar, what was the white thing on the table that you eat with the bread? Cheese? What is cheese?
I agree. I think it will be very nice. And all of you, she lets her eyes linger on Oberon. It'll be good to see all of you again.
Thank you for all that you did for us.
Tyvar, I expect you'll keep them safe. And Tyvar kind of smiles and puffs his chest out and says, Of course. I'm enough of my word. Next time you see them, they'll be seasoned, trained, efficient warriors.
He will not keep us safe. He will throw us into danger. But it is good. We need it. That is what he meant to say.
And the mole will just pat the side of Tyvar's hand.
Ivor just smiles, very big grin. Igna looks to all of you. Our journey was short together, but I do look forward to seeing you all again. I expect it should be soon. She reaches on her belt once more and pulls another smaller pouch. It's about... Mole, how tall are you?
6 inches.
It's about half your height and maybe the same girth, the same width of your body. And she passes this down to you, this little pouch, and says, I apologize, I don't have anything that would be more fitting. But this is your reward.
For the not rat. It is good to see you remember.
My memory is as good as my vision. She gives you a wink.
You remember things that have not yet come. This is good.
I bid you all farewell, unless there is anything you need of me.
I would hate to continue to ask for your services when you've done so much for us already.
Done only what the gods will.
Be
I
that as
appreciate
it
what you did
may.
for our friends.
Yes. We appreciate your hospitality as well.
It has been a pleasure. Arnie, I trust our discussion will hold them in high regard. She gestures, kind of like looking over to the rest of you. Arnie, deep in his cup, says, I'm not going to hurt them. They're going to be safe here. And they'll have their pick of sleeping arrangement. He nods. Says, and I have to get back to my ship. Farewell.
Farewell, Inca.
Farewell.
Be safe.
It is cresting into evening here. It's not exactly full nightfall yet. And Tyvar looks at all of you and says, well, we've had a very early dinner. Anything you wish to accomplish before bedding down? Any more information you wish to spread? Any more fights you wish to be had? He looks at Arnie. Arnie kind of scowls and just spits.
It appears I missed quite a bit.
Are you content, Arnie?
Content? I'm always content. It's the things that make me happy. Give everyone pause for concern.
I don't think that was as clever as you thought it was.
It sounds clever to me.
I am a clever mole. I know what clever is.
Ah,
But, as promised, I will advise you one day. Good night, Arnie.
good night, small creature, mole. They gave you a
mole.
name.
Ah, it's not the first name I have been given here. I am now a mole with many names. One day I might have more than Arnie Brokenbrow.
Ah, we will see. But I look forward to seeing your saga grow. And for our rematch.
Headbutting me will be more difficult than a troll.
Then all the more fulfilling.
Until you miss and headbutt a pole or something.
He swigs very deeply from his cup. And Tyvar looks around the long hall and says, there's a meal to be had. There's arrangements to be made for sleeping. Choice is yours. I think I intend to tire myself out a bit. Go into your training hall, Arnie. Arnie kind of nods. If anyone would like to join me, I'll be outside.
I'm
I follow him.
curious. I'll follow.
Then I will go with Nadidah. You can give me to Nadidah now. I have already tested my metal here in Kaldheim.
In your past, to Nadidah. Amelia, where do you go? Do you remain here? Do you follow?
I will stay with the mole and Nadidah.
Understood. Mole, Nadidah, Amelia, what is your intention? Are you going to seek out sleeping arrangements? Are you going to continue to feast?
I think Amelia would like to would like to seek out sleeping arrangements, would like to abscond.
Understood. And Nadidah and the mole.
The mole has spent all of his spare points and is ready for sleep.
Understood. Nadidah, you're kind of the mole's ride.
I'm taking the mole with Amelia.
Understood. So as the three of you head up to find the sort of sleeping arrangement, another building, another hall, we see Oberon and Cal follow Tyvar. And he says, "Strange thing to see you blink back into existence."
Is it not normal for people to return from that? I suppose disappearing in that fashion isn't normal, but...
I've only ever seen this once or twice, and that was an intentional cause. I never saw them return, because I never stuck around to see them.
Well, unfortunately, I can't offer any insight onto how I did that. Otherwise, well, I suppose I could keep it from happening again.
But we could potentially do that on purpose.
I'm not sure.
That all depends on your type of magic. Now, I've seen your friends, I've spoken with your friends, and indeed I've even seen one of them in combat. What are your specialties? Looks up to you, Cal. I think I can imagine yours.
I imagine you would be surprised.
And yours? Looks to you,
I
Oberon.
tell him my name and greet him officially, since I didn't get a chance to do it. My name is Oberon. Pleasure to meet you.
Tyvar Kel, Planeswalker, the Bellicose. You walk through the snow.
Yes, we were looking for you, I'm sure. I'm late to the party for that.
Speaking of being late, I don't think I introduced myself yet. I'm Cal.
Cal,
It's a pleasure.
it is indeed a pleasure. You are large enough to wrestle the world serpent himself. Come. We can talk while we train.
After you, and I'll follow.
He steps with you out. He's still within the walls of this great space, and you guys were phased out of existence as you guys entered this city. It's not exactly a city. It is a collection of long halls and huts and sort of shoddy and shabby buildings. But it's almost like it's the closest you can really call it is it's barbarian-esque. And in the snow, in the cold of the mountains, you can feel the chill, even piercing your thick fur, Cal. This feels like home. He takes you to a circle where snow does not fall. Within the circle, it is barren by stone. There are etchings that make this circle and several runes placed outside, along with torches. And Tyvar takes one that is lit and begins to light the rest that are not. And you see, as he does this, the runes almost glimmer. They shine as if they are not fully glowing or active, but they are as a loose, consistent hum of magic that keeps the snow off of this ground. He steps and places the torch back in its position and says, "It is easier to train when one has an opponent. I'm glad you two joined me. As I said, we'll talk while we train." Go on.
These markings here, these runes, I haven't seen ones quite like this before. And on my clothing, like on the buttons and what have you, he can see runes of, they're obviously different from being from a different world, but similar in appearance.
He says, "These are consistent. These are one of Arnie's and the Tuskeri's go-tos, I suppose. They keep a place mildly in tune with flame. Dangerous. And sometimes can be quite strange. If triggered wrong or smudged improperly, it ignites the area. That's the way the Tuskeri like it, though. Never entirely sure of your footing, or entirely sure of what ground you stand on, or what dangers lurk. Keeps them on their toes, keeps them ready.
I see. Perhaps their use of runes is not too far from my own. Its magic is a dangerous thing if not wielded correctly.
Indeed.
Now, you mentioned training. What do you have in mind?
Well, when I spoke to your friends and they described their first planeswalk, they described great anguish. And strong emotion, feeling. This was the same thing from my first planeswalk. It was the same for both of you.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Let's see if we can channel those feelings and see what other power you might have missed when you first tapped into this wellspring. He raises his fists. Says, I'll go easy on you.
Both of us at the same time? Okay, cool.
It does appear that way.
Oh, perfect. All right. Because 1v1, I was going to get mopped.
Well, I suppose this will be interesting. I don't think you and I have fought together, but I'll follow your lead.
What better way to know someone than to fight alongside them or against them?
Fair.
Yes.
I'll take the mauls that I have and I'll set them down outside, since he seems to be set on fighting hand to hand. So shall I.
He sees you set your weapons down and says, Are you also pugilist?
More multifaceted.
I'd advise you to take your weapons up. I'll go easy on you. Not that easy.
If you insist, I'll pick up one of them for now.
Which one, Cal?
The one that was mine originally.
You do this. Now, we'll get to you all again very shortly. As we cut over to Amelia, Nadidah, and the mole. You're brought into another space. Warm. There are separate rooms in this space. Although the walls that divide them are thin, shoddy material, much like the rest of the everything else but this long feasting hall. And the Tuskeri show you two places where you may rest. And a question is asked by one of them, says, do you prefer a long space for you all to sleep, or is it are you all not accustomed? Not battle-driven, not family.
I glance to the other two. I would prefer my own bed.
And the rest of you?
Are you really asking them a mole this question?
Yes.
Why do you big folk you take such big dens? I don't understand. All the mole needs is a small corner with a bit of hay, maybe.
We can find you hay.
Hay yourself.
He kind of does like a small little jab here and there towards you, Mole. I'll find
No,
you
but
some.
seriously, some hay. Yes.
Yeah, of course. He goes to find you some hay.
I like. What did he say? Jokes?
Folks, is Cal gonna fit in here?
It'll be a squeeze, but Cal could fit in here, yeah. And like I said, the walls dividing the rooms are a bit shabby, so if anything, you'll have to knock one of the walls down and to create a space for that's large enough just for him.
No, having separate rooms to sleep in was an option.
We had separate rooms on the ship.
I mean, yes, but it was all inside of one room, which was the ship. My boys, well, my boy and his compatriots, the irregulars, they all sleep in one room all the time. I think maybe it was because we only had the one room.
Could be.
And it was underground, the way that a mole sleeps. Respectable.
It's very obvious, like by the mole's body language, that they're getting extremely tired to the point of being a little bit loopy. Just looks up.
Do you think Cal will eat my hay, or do you think he eats meat?
I think you'll
Yep.
be okay.
I don't. There was a time when once I slept in hay, and I was almost eaten by a horse. I don't want to do it again.
Well, it's a good thing he's not a horse, I suppose.
What if-
Horses will eat meat if given the opportunity. I don't know if you know that.
What if when he brings the hay, we'll just make your little bundle right here. I'll keep you close with the hay, and then that way you'll be safer.
Respectable, yes. I think this will reduce my risks of being eaten by whatever Cal is.
I don't think Cal. I'll keep you
Do you
safe
think
from
he
Cal.
eats meat, though?
I'm sure he. Well, no,
I
I
feel like
don't.
you should ask him.
His teeth, I saw them when we talk. His teeth, very flat. But he have big tusks. Boars also have big tusks. Boars sometimes eat meat. You see why I am confused.
Hay is brought to you all as the mole speaks and set up in the corner by this scary warrior. And he says, "The feasting hall continues throughout the night. If you're hungry, if you need something to drink."
It sounds like you need something to drink.
I think I do.
Should see to your needs, friend.
Despite what everyone thinks of us, we're not barbarians. We want to be good hosts. So
What
if that
does
is
that
all,
word mean?
barbarians.
Yes, I don't know this word.
Some say it means uncivilized, or savage, unrefined.
I don't like any of those words. They taste sour.
It can. We've taken barbarian for ourselves again, though. Proud to be barbarian. But we're not bad people. We're not monsters.
Everyone is bad people to someone else. The trick is being the bad person for the bad man.
You are a wise mole. But if that is all, I'm going to drink more now. I may forget your words.
More than likely. I will tell them to you again if you live.
Good night. Sleep well.
Was it me or was he kind of slow?
I'm starting to think that a lot of people are going to be slow around you.
Moles have to be fast if we want to live.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I will see to my bed.
You didn't eat very much.
I wasn't hungry.
You haven't eaten much since we met you.
A lot has been happening. My appetite has been non-existent.
You move like a weasel. You're fluid. Never quite committing, never quite breaking away. I like this about you. I had good friend that was weasel until he decided I was food.
Well, you are not food to me. Good night.
Yet.
To narrow her eyes a little bit and abscond.
With that in mind as well, Amelia, I'd like you to roll me a d6.
4.
Understood. Thank you, that'll come up later.
Okay. Alright.
So as you all separate, Mole, this patch of hay has been set up in this room itself. I imagine, Nadidah, you will sleep in here and then with the mole in the corner? And Amelia, you requested a space to yourself.
Yes, Amelia needs time to decompress.
Fair enough.
Well, I was gonna, if he wants to stay in the corner, fine. If not, I was gonna tuck the hay in with me.
This is fine.
And he'll climb up into the bed and just kind of sit in the hay for a minute, like a little person, just kind of looking around.
It's very big space. It makes me uncomfortable. A hawk could swoop in and have room to fly. It's very bad.
I'm gonna dig around in my bag. I think I have another shirt
Mm-hmm.
and kind of cover him with it, so he's not as exposed as I kind of. She's going to curl around him like you would an infant and to protect him with her body
Mm-hmm.
and make sure he doesn't feel as exposed.
Indeed.
My boy, he had a wooden box that I sleep in. That was nice. But I think like I said, I've grown too big for wooden boxes. My mind, anyway.
We'll find you something.
What do you make of Tyvar? I think he too is slow.
I feel
Or maybe his heart just too big so he not move so fast. His heart weigh him down. I have not decided.
I think it's going to definitely be an experience with him.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we go out tomorrow and he die.
Let's hope not.
Maybe we go out tomorrow and we die.
I don't think so. We have you.
Yeah, this is true. However, Inga said something about sea serpents to me. Just made me feel funny.
Sea serpents?
Giant snakes that live in the sea. Just makes the mole think. There must be a creature so big that even a mole cannot bring it down.
But you won't have to bring it down alone.
No. I'm glad my boy could help you.
I'm glad that I got to see him.
We will see him again. All this talk of his death, I do not buy it. I feel him, you know. I feel him in here. He is alive. Somewhere. Some way. The mole knows.
He is alive. We will find him. Promise.
Do you ever think that maybe the worm is so coated in dirt I'd not sniff it under my nose?
No. I don't believe that.
That was the Mo's way of asking, can I have another worm?
Kind of digging her bag for another worm for him.
And the mole have a snack before very tidily drifting off into his evening's rest.
Understood. Nadidah, you see this. Before we get back to outside, I want to take a moment to see what Nadidah and Amelia are up to in their moments before sleep. Let's start with you, Nadidah.
She's gonna take out her journal and write everything down again. She's trying to keep a very accurate record of everything that happens. And her feelings. The people she sees. Arnie. Tyvar. She's worried about Tyvar. It's a safe place to keep her fears, but also make sure that their story is kept and told if something should happen.
Understood. You're right. It's already a unbelievable story. Amelia,
Yes.
you find yourself alone in your room.
As soon as Amelia finds herself in privacy, she'll find a table. If there's no tables, she'll lean against the wall and let out a very deep breath, as if she'd been holding it since she planeswalked. And she'll think about how Tyvar knows the guild, or is a part of that guild with those heroes, and she said where she's from, he didn't know, but should that information reach them, what could happen to her or her home again? And she finally, after taking some more shuddering breaths, sits down on the bed and thinks about how she feels a little guilty leaving Florian like that.
It's as you reflect, Amelia. You were quite busy before you left. Preparation for this meeting took a lot out of you. It has been, now with the journey here, 5 days since you last fed. And that hunger hits. It's hard.
I think she'll clutch at her stomach and consider finding a drunken Tuskegee alone.
You wish to do this now?
I think she'll wait. She'll give enough time that the other two have gone to sleep.
With that, we return outside to Cal and Oberon. Now for you two.
Yes.
I want to ask you both what the intention is. Tyvar is going to train you, apparently, here. Now, you are both very new to one another's presence, but is there an attempt here to be made about strategy? Do you fight alongside one another, or is this two separate people fighting the same foe? There is a difference.
There is indeed. So a lot of my experience to this, it was more of a, like less of a fighter and more of somebody who had to pick up a hammer one day for a slightly different purpose. So I don't know if I would have that same level of strategy that a seasoned fighter would have, which is more why I was thinking, I'm just gonna swing away.
And my role is more of a support, so I definitely would be trying to embolden Cal and make him a lot harder to take down in general. And also my goal is to see where Tyvar gets his strength from, because it doesn't seem to just be just muscles.
Right. Yeah, that was the vibe I was getting as well, but yeah, leaving the second mall outside was more or less, I'm not going all out on this guy here. I'm not trying to break this man with my hammers, because as far as I know, I could, and I have no reason to end him over something like this, accidentally or otherwise. So
this is going to be a sort of mock combat where I'm going to roll something. His intention being to train you and sort of do combat with you. Now, with this, I'll have a roll from you, Cal. Your choice of either making an attack roll, or you can choose to approach this little differently with a different skill.
okay.
And then Oberon, with the same mindset, if there's anything you would like, if there's anything specific you'd like to do or cast as a support, let me know if you're trying to support Cal in this and take up that role. Let me know. Or if there's another role you'd like to make with a skill, by all means.
Yeah, the first thing I want to do is emboldening bond.
Oh, go ahead.
Effectively, let's both of us get a small buff for 10 minutes as long as we're in 30 feet of each other. So it's for attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, but it can only be used once per turn.
Okay. Cool.
That's what I'll start out with.
And with that, I think I'm just going to go with the straightforward approach of going forward and trying to swing with the hammer.
Let's have that attack roll. And Oberon may use your abilities.
23 to hit?
23 does hit.
Plus a d4.
Oh, yes. That wasn't counting the d4. That doesn't add to the damage, does it?
No, just
the
attack.
Okay. Just making sure. So it would do 13 bludgeoning on the hit.
Understood. Take some flavor. Both of you can craft this scene together as Tyvar has sort of smashed his knuckles together and rushed forward. And he's not quiet about this. Perhaps even Nadidah and Amelia, you would hear, well, even the mole too, would hear the battle cry from outside.
Well, I will take out my shield and effectively go behind Cal and touch him on the back while emboldening us and letting him be my shield while I have an extra shield in front.
And feeling emboldened by this, I would respond to his yell with one of my own as I charge forward, and I just swing the hammer in a hit that goes a little lower, more aiming for the side of the center of mass.
Understood. And you rush forward. You take this moment. You slam the hammer into his you said lower mass, correct?
Right. So this would be more like in the ribs.
In the ribs, abdominal area. He takes the hit, and there's a cough as a moment, and there you think there might be a spray of a little bit of blood. And Cal, like you said, you're not a fighter. You're a man you're a Loxodon who had to pick up a hammer. I imagine there's some hesitation here.
Yes, I would say there's definitely some hesitation and essentially not following through with the hit, I think would be the terminology for that there.
He smiles as it makes impact, and he holds close. He tightens his abdomen and grips one arm to your hammer and says, "Good, but you'll need more." And he grips onto your tusk. Cal, and he loops up behind you, doing a flip, and begins to pull your tusk back, kind of guiding your head a bit.
I have something I'd like to try, if I may, to
Go
kind
for
of
it.
get him off of me here.
Mhm.
I would like to try and use my trunk to grab him and throw him forward onto the ground.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Oh, well, that was 8 initially, but due to the emboldened thing, I get to add 1d4 to that, which brings it up to 9.
9 total.
Yes.
Unfortunately, nothing, no give. Oberon, is there anything you'd like to do?
I don't think I can help with the grappler. I can try to get him off with Sacred Flame. Would be my best bet. Trying to make sure he can't plant himself onto his back and avoid him trying to control his neck.
Sacred Flame requires a wisdom saving throw, correct? Or no, it's
I believe it's dexterity. Yeah.
Dexterity.
What is the goal to meet?
Oh, a 13. Not high at all.
Unfortunately, a near miss for you, Oberon. This
And I try
continues.
to yell support of don't let him control your neck or behind your back.
And this continues. He takes every hit, Cal. Oberon, you can see this. He derives his strength from his own belief, his own fervor. He's not really one to back down. It's not that he's reckless, but you can see that if he's going to take a hit, he doesn't let it slow him down. In this moment, you see that he doesn't really tire as quickly as their opponents. In this moment as well, even non-combatants yourselves, just people forced to be warriors, you know that tactics-wise, it would make the most sense to take out Oberon first. The support and the person in the back casting spells, buffing the larger opponent. Tyvor doesn't do that here. He meets the challenge head on, and he grapples with you, Cal. He lays hits into you, you lay hits into him. And if Oberon is in the way, or sort of in the path, then he'll strike. But he doesn't rush Oberon first, try to take out a weaker opponent. He finds joy in the glory. Continue, please.
Where on me is he positioned? Like directly like on my back, or is he sitting on my shoulders?
Kind of on your shoulders.
Okay. I have something a little unorthodox that I'd like to try.
Would you
Get him
like
off of me.
unorthodox?
So, I essentially want to fall backwards, but at the same time make myself larger as I do so. So essentially throwing my body weight back into him to try to dislodge him from me. So being from the last level up we had, I have a thing here called Giant's Might, which as a bonus action for 1 minute allows me to go up one size category. From the discussions that we had, this would go from large to huge. Would give me advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and then it gives me a little bit of extra damage to a weapon or unarmed strike, so an extra d6 to one of those. But that's what I'm thinking here.
I like it. Take some narrative control, Cal.
Okay. Well, as you said, we've been going back and forth. He's been trying to hit me. I've been trying to hit him. He's had more success at it than I have. So I'm going to touch one of the runes on my, like, kind of trace it with my fingertip, and then it starts to glow. And that glow goes into my body, and he would be one of the first to notice that I'm getting larger. But before he can, fully adjust himself, I would be throwing myself backwards with as much force as I could, trusting that he would break my fall.
Indeed. And it's as you say. Oberon, is there anything that you do during this?
I'm making note of Tyvar and how he's fighting, because I want to get better at seeing how they react, more so to help me with like my bless and my heroism spells, to see if there's anything I can like pass on, or if it's just like more of an inner strength type thing. But I'll let Cal finish his attack first and make sure I step out the way so I don't get caught up in it.
Mm-hmm. So, end of this, Cal, you are intending to throw yourself back and sort of trusting Tyvar to break your fall, essentially.
Either way, he's going to end up on the ground or off my back. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my thought process here. Perhaps not the best, but I'm not a seasoned fighter yet.
How much do you weigh, Cal?
Normally, prior to getting larger, just shy of 1,900 pounds. So 1,875 is if you're looking for a specific number. But I did go up a size category, so I probably weigh a little more now. I'm not sure what the math is off the top of my head on that.
Excellent. I believe the size category... What size category are you?
Huge. Currently, so.
Cool. Essentially, your weight is a little more than doubling.
Okay. So probably closer to 4,000 now.
Yeah. Between 2 and 16 tons is the category for huge creatures.
Gotcha.
2 tons being about 4,400 pounds.
Okay.
He's going to attempt to brute strength you.
Okay. As in, like, how does that look here?
As in, lift you and flip you, like, sort of, as you're falling, take the weight and flip you over his head, essentially. Using the momentum.
Interesting. Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to do, Oberon? Cal, you're kind of out of this one.
Yeah, nah, I'm support. I'm just watching this happen. I can't do much to stop that.
Cal, you feel yourself fall. Tyvar, you can feel his arms on you. As he shifts and moves, you feel yourself lifted for a moment. And you hear a scream, a sort of this deep from within his core, this shout of pain and just immense effort. And if you guys couldn't hear it from inside before, Nadidah, Amelia, the mole, you were, I believe, pretty close to sleep. This is kind of jarring, as Tyvar gives this intense battle cry, and Cal, you feel yourself suddenly drop a few feet. Oberon, you can see what happened. Tyvar has to drop to a knee and then drop to a second as he has Cal over his head and flips. And it is not the throw or the immense sort of push that he wanted, but it does go over his head. And he drops onto his fists on all fours in the on the stone. Breathing heavily, his muscles practically bulging out of the skin.
Good job.
You are unharmed in this moment, but also kind of like on your side.
Right. I do want to try to get to my feet as quickly as I can. And essentially just rebounding off of the adrenaline, so trying to roll to my feet and go to swing with my hammer again. But seeing him in the state that he's in, I'm going to hesitate before I follow through with that. And gonna offer my hand to help him up.
It sees your hesitation, and as he's like kind of catching his breath from the scream and whatnot, you can see now he's sweating. As you make him step to offer a hand, he takes a deep breath, an intense breath in, and calls out, "Strike."
Cool. I'll run up with my mace and hit him in the back.
Gal, is there anything from you?
Alright, he said strike, so I'll go and bring up the hammer and I mean, he said he needed more, so here comes more. And I'll swing.
No rules necessary. This goes on. This being training. Throughout this fight, you can tell he's holding something back. But this goes on for some time. And it's a good training session. You gather and you two specifically learn more about what your specialties are. And it continues. And what is amazing, Oberon, is tired, outnumbered, Tyvar doesn't fall. He taps into a wellspring of energy that is different. I'd like you to give me an insight check.
9.
Difficult to tell where he pulls this strength from, where he pulls this reserve of energy from. But it continues. And during this long combat, Amelia, you had an intention to sneak out and find a drunken Tuskeri.
Preferably someone that's so drunk they're passed out.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Let's have 2 rolls, actually. I imagine you don't want to be seen.
Nope.
So a stealth roll first.
17.
17, and is the mole fast asleep by this point? I think you're the only one that we really need to worry about for passive perception at this point.
Well, with all of the loud falling and yelling, I think the mole has stirred and is... The mole does not like his sleep interrupted. He sits up. Nadidah, did you drop something?
No, I think it's the boys outside.
Are they roughhousing again?
Probably.
They would wake me up roughhousing in the basement. I am starting to think my boy was perhaps even more special than I came to know. He was quiet.
We'll make you little earplugs.
Why would I want to plug my ears then? If a fox finds me while I am sleeping, I will not be able to hear it.
I will keep you safe while you sleep.
But what if a fox sneaks by you?
I don't think he will.
Everyone thinks a fox would not sneak by them, but I've seen a fox sneak by people before. Or a snake. Or a bat.
What is Nadidah and the mole's passive perception?
The
14.
passive perception is 19.
Mm-hmm. And Nadidah, you said 14?
Yes, sir.
Understood. No notice aside from the hubbub outside. But the mole, you can feel the earth change. And more fragile, more dainty footsteps disturb the earth, disturb the stone.
I'm going to go on a walk. I cannot sleep like this.
Do you want me to take you, or are you gonna be okay?
No, there is dirt outside. I think I will burrow. I have not gotten to dig in quite some time.
Okay.
If I could take you in my burrow with me, I would, but I think even your finger might be too big to fit.
Okay, I understand.
I tell you what, if I find you a beetle, I will bring you one back. You should really try beetle. It's very good.
I will for you.
The mole will pop down and make his way to the door, and then burrow through the earth after this feeling that he was feeling.
Understood. No stealth roll required then if you're burrowing. Your burrow speed is what?
Oh god, it's slow. 5 feet.
Understood. Understood. Amelia, you have your stealth roll. I'd like your investigation roll, please.
Well, it could certainly be better. That would be a 9. I'm rolling so bad today.
As I said before, it wasn't a, it was cresting into evening. It is not exactly, like, deep into the night. Even with the fight going on outside, the time that passes, in our perspective, maybe it's even only about 8 o'clock at night. As you journey out, try to find one of the Tuskeri that is drunkenly asleep. Find none. Find a few that are drunk and off taking a piss. None that are passed out drunk.
Well, you could wait. How long is a long rest? Like, how many hours for it to count as a long rest?
8.
Ooh, okay. Well, I can wait until, like, midnight.
You could.
Yeah, I think she'll do that.
Understood. Then as time continues, this is where we're going to take our break. When we return, we'll see the result of Cal and Oberon's training, where the mole wound up, and the midnight excursions of Amelia Voldaren. See you all very shortly.
I'm not entirely sure what I've stumbled upon in this village. I'm all the places I've ever been. Before this place, this knoll is the most like that place where I go when I sleep. Skittering, scuttling, murmuring, muttering. The wind blows the leaves, drown the whispered words of the ancient foe, where hides the beating heart of Tevesereth. An idiot god screams in the deep places, calling for its kin, and I can hear it. I will not be eaten. My heart pounds like the drums in that deep place. Thunder pales as snow deafens. The water rises. Seize the weapon. Blood mingles dynasty. Remember, never forgive, never surrender. The jail of the gods is bereft of the enemy that once it held.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watch before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, you little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
And welcome back. We hope you enjoyed our plethora of programming, our little trailer reel, our own personalized little ad bit that we put together for you, and we hope that you take a look at some of those stuff that we showed. But for now, we jump right back into our story. So, let's take a look at the results of things. The mole, you burrowed. Were you intending to follow I believe you were intending to follow Amelia, correct?
Yeah.
With the double back, Amelia is going to intend to wait until midnight. You find yourself back right where you started.
I'll wait. Maybe fall asleep. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm. Understood. So with that, Cal, Oberon, this fight doesn't go on for hours. Eventually this will end, but I would like to ask you two very specific questions. First being, where are you drawing your fervor? Where are you drawing your passion in this moment? What is the intention here? You're trying to fight and you're pulling off very specific moves and such, but what is the intention? What is the feeling that you think you might be tapping into? Whoever would like to go first.
I definitely feel like I'm definitely getting the rush off of him. Just the straight brutality of just constantly going and not wanting to take a break. Like, I'm definitely feeding off of that.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of twofold. There is that sense of, I guess, similar to Oberon, kind of that drive, almost like a competitive thing where it's like constantly trying to push and like, well, that didn't work, let's keep going. So kind of that competitive drive. But I mean, the reason why I picked up the hammer in the first place is so I can protect my family and get back to them, and this is another obstacle in the way of that. So that, I would say, is driving me even more than that competitive edge.
Understood. So, for this, during this fight, Oberon, you feel yourself examine and sort of investigate during this. There's an intuition. You're getting that energy, and it's guiding you. My second question is, do you think you realize it when you cast your spell, Dissonant Whispers? Do you think you even know where this comes from?
Nope.
Take some narrative control. What does this look like?
It would probably be, because it's coming out of left field, I've never even remotely heard of a spell like this or even casted it before, so if I did it, it would be almost like doing something I've never done for the first time. Like jumping off a tall cliff into a river or an ocean. Just reckless free will, I would assume.
And impassioned, you draw mana from the plane itself. And you cast your spell. Spell you didn't know you had access to. Something you didn't know you even had the mastery of. And Cal, for you, centering on protection, as you're engaged with Tyvar, there's a moment where you kind of end up having to position and move yourself, and once again Oberon is in harm's way again, and you find yourself jumping in front of him. It's on instinct at this point. But you know, even right now with all of this, it's still just training, but this is going to hurt, and you tap deep within yourself, and do you think you know it when you cast Blade Ward?
I don't know if I would.
Take some narrative control.
Well, really, it's like you said, stepping in between, and there's just this burning desire of, I need to be that shield. And I feel that just manifests itself through that magic, because I have the runes and things like that, but this magic feels different, because instead of the magic coming from the runes and me channeling it through that, this feels more of a burning on the inside.
And it bursts forth. And before Tyvar's knuckles lay into you, there's a cushion of power that grants some sort of resistance. And then with this, as the whispers dissipate, as this glow sort of fades, Tyvar looks at the two of you, sweating, breath heaving. Just, well done. We'll make warriors out of you yet. But did you feel that?
I did.
Weird.
What was that?
That's your spark. That's the core of you. That's where you'll draw your power from in the coming days. Nurture it, feed into it. You'll grow. More powerful than anyone else around you. Save for me, of course. But you'll be
I appreciate
warriors.
it.
And I'll extend my hand to him. Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. There's more hard road to walk. But you're on the right path. Now, what is most important in these coming days is for you to get proper sleep, proper diet. Let's begin. Rest. I believe your friends have made space for you.
Very well then. I think that's quite enough for tonight then.
Indeed.
Is there a shower? Or a bath?
Tomorrow I will take you to the springs. For now, unfortunately, the sun has set. It would be cold.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't see the problem with that.
You are a magnificent creature indeed.
Well, where I come from, it's quite cold all the time. But we can wait till the morning.
Yes, tomorrow we'll go to the springs. Tomorrow we will see if we can gather the core of your friends as well, and see where they draw their strength from. And he guides you to where you will sleep.
Now, no, before it was mentioned that there would be room, it would be a little bit of a squeeze. Are we all in the same room, or is... What is that?
Amelia has requested a separate space, and with the Tuskeri that was providing these sleeping areas, has left rooms for you guys separate, but next to one another, essentially.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will retire to my room.
Before Cal and I split, I'll say, you did great. And pat him on the back. Massive, massive back.
Yeah. And I will pat you on the back as well. Look, hitting a little bit harder than I probably meant to. And so did you.
Deep the night does fall. Midnight comes. Amelia,
Yes.
those same rolls again if you'd like.
Yes. So,
Stealth first.
6.
Then as Cal and Oberon begin to settle in, Cal, go ahead and give me a, give me a dexterity. Give me a dexterity saving throw, just as you're kind of moving throughout this space. Let's see if you wake anybody up, but if anybody else would be awake during this moment. Let's call this a stealth.
Understood. 9.
9. I think that disturbing this entirety of the sleeping arrangement as Cal kind of doffs armor and bumps into the shabby walls, maybe unintentionally breaks down one of those shabby walls and creates a bigger space for himself.
Rings a little tight.
I think that everyone has an opportunity to use their past perception and notice that Amelia might be headed
Could
out.
I
Mhm.
argue that I'm using this noise to my advantage?
Yes, I think I'll allow you another roll, but now you are dealing with everyone being awake with that caveat.
I can't get double digits on the die, apparently. 12.
12. What is everyone's passive perception? I know Mole is 19. Nadidah, you're 14. What's Cal and Operon?
14.
13.
So everybody, essentially, Amelia, you slip out, and you guys can make good comments about it, or you guys can just let Amelia go. It's entirely up to you.
Do you need something?
Mare.
Got it.
Sorry if we woke you.
That's quite alright. Couldn't sleep well anyway.
Can I wait a second and let her take a few steps and then try to stealth behind her?
Yeah, absolutely. Mole, did you have any intention of following? I know that you said you were tracking last. Burrow. Got it. Nadidah, your stealth, please.
17.
Understood. And I believe that beats everyone's passive. Amelia, what is your passive?
12.
12. Yeah, beats everyone's passive except for the mole. So Mole, Nadidah, you are aware of Nadidah and Amelia. Nadidah, you are aware of Amelia.
Yeah,
So
I'll close
Amelia-
my door and tell him I'll get a good night's rest, and I'll go back to sleep.
Mhm.
I'll close my door as well.
And so, Amelia, you slip out. An investigation roll, please.
Good lord, finally. 19.
19. This is like hunting. How many of the vampires on Innistrad used to have to do it. You follow one of the Tuskeri as they stumble home. There's no lock on the door. There's no door. Just a cloth. Heavy wool. He's humming to himself one of the songs that they were singing in the feasting hall. And you can hear him just drop heavily, uncaring if he's still within armor and clothing. But as he drops, the song begins to fade into a sort of snore. What would you like to do?
I think she'll give it a few moments and check around her. Look left, look right. Look behind. Sure no one's following her. Or could happen upon this, rather.
Perception check, please.
16.
As far as you're aware, no one has followed you.
Okay. Well, I went ahead and looked in the book, in the Grim Hollow thing, and it says, this bite does not wake sleeping creatures or end the effects of spells and abilities.
Indeed. So do you drink?
Yes. I'll just do the standard, just 1 pint.
You drink. It tastes like passion. Fire. You taste a bit of the drunkenness. I'm a bit woozy, but the core of this is energy. It's that warrior's blood. That itching for combat. That sort of lightning just beneath the skin that keeps warriors alive. As you drink, Nadidah, how close do you get? Do you enter the building where she entered?
I'm not going to enter, but I want to see what she's doing. If that's possible.
We need to go to the entrance and sort of peel back the wool, the heavy wool blanket.
I'm going to take a chance and do that then.
You bear witness. Where do you drink from, Amelia? What does Nadidah see?
She will gently pick up his arm and drink from the wrist.
And the mole. With the pause as Amelia paused to make sure that he stayed asleep, you would have caught up, even with the slower burrow speed. Where do we find you?
I was also going to ask, I do have the mold earth cantrip, which allows me to make earth softer out in like a 5-foot cube. Could I use that to go up to 10 feet?
I'll allow it. It's also like an action, so yeah, absolutely.
I think the mole will just pop up kind of under the floorboards of this building.
No floorboards.
Oh, it's just a dirt floor?
Yeah, he's just on a dirt floor. This is just a scary warrior.
Oh. Well, I'll pop up from the dirt.
So this is what you eat.
I think she would freeze. And a lot of emotion would happen. And whether it came from the blood or from herself, but she has the look of anger. As
You
she
want to
gently
strike me?
lets the hand down and stands. No.
We should be quiet. He might wake up.
His
The mole
snoring
will
does
crawl
not
up.
quiet.
The mole will crawl up Amelia's hand and sit on her shoulder.
You did not even spill a drop.
And she'll start to walk out of the room. So you don't wake him up. And when I exit, do I see anybody?
Nadidah, as you're watching this, you see the mole make his presence known. Do you tell me, does Amelia see anybody? You rolled just above her perception check, so it's up to you if you'd like to remain hidden.
She's seen this from home, correct? With the vampires, she's been around at...
Yes, but not to this level, I don't think. I think that your vampiric friend was a little more open and a little less cloak and dagger about it. I should note as well, Mole, with your passive, you know Nadidah is there.
Don't say anything right now. And he'll just kind of lean his little furry head up against Amelia's neck.
Were you ashamed to tell me? I didn't want to follow you, but I also did not want you to go alone, and I thought this building would have boards on its floor. I did not mean to interrupt.
Going to pause this brief interaction to again get the acknowledgement. Nadidah, are you hiding?
Just stepping back so that Amelia doesn't know she knows yet.
Understood. Please continue. Amelia, you see nobody.
As she exits, she'll make not towards the bedrooms, but to be outside, just to talk privately. So after a fair distance, she'll say, "I'm not ashamed of who I am."
Why would you hide?
Where I come from, we're not exactly loved. We don't have to be. I'm not concerned with people's love.
Would you like to be?
And she clenches her jaw. I love myself plenty. I have a friend I miss dearly, but no, I'm not ashamed. This is for survival.
Did you think I would try to shame you for your appetites even after the discussion that we had?
I don't know.
I take my oaths very seriously, Amelia. I told you I would protect you. You don't need to hide anything from the ones who truly mean to protect you. You see, too many times, powerful men say, "I will protect you." And yet, when you displease them, their protection ceases. I am not a man, nor am I rich. When I say that I will protect you, I mean it. But I need to know who you are. Protect you. Now imagine for a moment a world where you were observed. And we were to wake up and Arnie Brokenbrow was to, let us say, have some sort of judgment. You see, then I would have to kill a man that I swore I would not kill. You would make an oath breaker of them all.
I fight my own battles.
I know, but I also made you a promise. And I take my promises very seriously. What does it taste like?
Should find a place to sit. It depends on whose blood it is. Typically, I just have my pauses. Lets out a shuddering breath. A servant. My pick. But you never know what you get when you're outside of the manor home.
You are a lady, then.
I am. What I told the Tuskeri and they named me Hexbreaker, was all true. I fought a war for my title and the respect among my people, and I won.
But there is a reason I cannot understand why the things you are saying are making them all sad.
I lead a very enviable life. I don't see why you would be.
I don't think you do. People worth having standing with would not ask you to fight a war. There are other things that are worth fighting for. Not position, prestige.
It's all we know.
And now you are here. With them all. And you have the opportunity to learn something new worth fighting for. What did he taste like?
Fire. Like spiced wine.
I did not like the spice wine.
You may like it where I come from.
Perhaps.
And
We
I
do
think
not have creatures like you. Where I come from.
really.
No.
I don't imagine there's many creatures like us.
Hmm.
But it's a big universe? That seems even too small.
I hope we never go beyond the universe. That would be scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
I wonder. There are creatures which eat men but look like men. And in my home, those creatures are dead. Are you dead?
I am not. I breathe. I can eat.
For real or for show?
It is for show. It is for appearance.
And it is the blood you need to survive.
It is the price. And she'll stop. Yes.
The price of what?
It's not for me to tell.
There's also no one here who can stop you from telling.
She kind of chews at her lip. You can see a fang.
Is this the first time you have been your own woman?
I would... No. No, I...
Think hard. It's okay. You don't need to answer right now. Think. I will wait. We can just sit for a while. It is a good thing to think about.
I always thought I was. And I always... Ever since he came, I thought I had everything under control and figured out for the rest of my days.
And now you are here.
And
With
now
them
I am
all.
here with them all.
Perhaps we should think a little bit more. Together.
Yes. Well, it's hard to feel as though I have autonomy when I am forcibly betrothed to someone I don't even know.
Where are they? Also, what is that word? Betrothed.
To be married to.
And what is that?
It's like a contract.
To do what?
To stay with another individual or individuals for hopefully, or maybe not, the rest of your days.
Like a mate.
Precisely.
And you have contract for this?
Yes.
Disgusting.
She looks a little... She starts to say, it's to ensure assets are all taken care of, and then she stops and she says, maybe it is.
Where are they now?
I don't rightly know.
Then I think I heard one of the men in the hall say, then who the fuck cares?
You learned a new one.
I like fuck better than shit.
Me too. I liked my life a lot, but I don't know if I can go back. Not yet. Not till I'm stronger.
The mole smile and reach a little paw up and just kind of paw at the edge of Amelia's jaw.
Your mind has grown too big for the wooden box. The mole understands. When I was first learning to think, to watch, to learn, my boy kept me in a wooden box. Then I began to think. And my brain became too big for the box. You have grown bigger than the place from which you come. You are beginning to think for yourself. This is good. The mole can help with this because this the mole understands. Welcome outside of the box. You should also know that Nadidah definitely saw you.
What?
Yes.
What?
She was nearby. I could feel her through the tremors in the earth. It seems also like I heard from the men in the hall, like perhaps you have some splaining to do. But it is not my place, so until you say something, the mole says nothing.
You are such a curious little thing.
Clever. I'm clever, that is what my boy said.
Boy, it was very wise to see that.
We should go back. I am very tired and the sleep is threatening me to fall off of your shoulder.
Yes, and it's also quite cold.
Yes, the mole does not like it. You know, it's very warm where the mole comes from in Akaros. With the sea breeze. And even in the night, the breeze is not cold. It is just salty.
And with this, the three of you make your way back. Nadidah, do you sleep soundly with this information? Or does this cause you any discomfort, any concern?
It's not discomfort, because it's not something foreign to her. There's concern, and she is racking her brain to try to remember if her friend had told her how often and if there were restrictions, because now not only do we have to worry about finding beetles for the mole, we have to feed blood. And if anybody finds out, it could be dangerous and they could hurt her, which is something she doesn't want.
Go ahead and give me a history check, please.
11.
11. You know, with your history, with your friend back home, the absolute maximum that someone could go without feeding, with the affliction or with the affinity that Amelia has, is 7 days.
So she's definitely going to keep track. Just, we have no idea where we're going to end up or how people would react. So now, unfortunately, she's left trying to figure out if she can be a food source. Which is probably what she goes to sleep to.
Understood. As you all drift off to rest. I will remind you in this moment and give some peek behind the curtain to our dear viewers. We do long rests a bit differently here. Your long rests are indeed 8 hours, but you will not restore your maximum hit points if you have lost hit points. Instead, you will spend hit die. This is a modification of the long rest rule, which can be found in our Unignited Table Rules document. The name of this rule is Slow Natural Healing, which can also be found in the Dungeon Master's Guide on page 267. What it means is you don't regain hit die at the end of a long rest. Instead, a character can spend hit dice to heal at the end of a long rest, just as with a short rest. This optional rule prolongs the amount of time that characters need to recover from their wounds without the benefits of magical healing and works well for grittier, more realistic campaigns. And if the mole and the giant Loxodon and the vampire and the man-to-man and the celestial were any sort of signification, we are going for a more realistic campaign.
Obviously.
Clearly.
I mean, you had me at mole.
Yeah.
So, I don't believe any of you guys have taken any damage from any combat or anything like that.
I was about to ask, did we get any from our training since there were blows exchanged? I don't know.
No, well, this will be a freebie for future, especially since the combat wasn't fully laid out. No, you guys are good for right now.
Cool.
But you all sleep, and Amelia, I'm going to pick on you some more.
Yes.
You do not sleep soundly. You hear his voice. Where have you gone, child?
I think she would talk in her sleep. But don't follow me. Don't go away.
This was not a part of the arrangement.
And she would just kind of almost try to form words in her sleep, but they're incoherent. And she tries to fight back mentally.
Return home. You have a duty. We have a compact.
I can't.
Can't. Don't worry. I will guide you. I will bring you home.
I think she just tosses and turns.
Long have I walked, and knowledge will be the road to your redemption. Walk the path that I lie before you, and fulfill our contract. Amelia, Voldaren. And you awaken as his face flashes before you. And there is a heavy weight on your chest. You reach, and it is not your skin, it is not your chest that you touch. Instead, there is bound pages of leather and parchment. A book, a heavy book, lies on your chest.
She awoke with a start. She would have sat straight up, but feeling this weight, she will instead bring her hands to it and then sit up, holding it. and run her fingers over the cover and try to open it.
You open it. First page is a simple one. Blank parchment save for the about 2-inch in diameter symbol. The signet, the insignia of House Markov.
What? Where did this come from? And I think she'll close it, and while gripping the book tightly, she'll steel herself and tell herself she's not going to be strong-armed anymore.
It is still early, Amelia. Do return to sleep.
She'll try.
Try you do. All of you have varying success and varying levels of difficulty falling asleep. Some of you are haunted by past. Some of you are haunted by the future and the path you have to walk, the journey you must take. But it is, I believe, Oberon and Cal that wake first. The scene is yours.
Well, waking up, I recall there was mention of food. So, I'm going to wake up, rather exit my room, hopefully not nearly as loudly as I did before after getting dressed or undressed in the tiny room. To try to get dressed and leave without waking everybody else up.
Give me stealth.
Alright, here we go.
Oberon, what is your move as he makes this roll?
Also, don my armor and just casually stroll out, either trying to find Tyvar or go to the long hall and try to find some food.
Indeed.
22 on the roll.
22. Much more deft this morning, Cal. You may leave your friends Amelia, Nadidah, and the mole resting as the two of you meet up. No one is out and about just yet. Everyone that is in front of their own abode is tending to their own chores and things like that, but you can hear the long haul has already begun. Or maybe it never stopped. Stories, the smell of meat being cooked, food. What is the two of you are seen?
How did you sleep?
Not too bad. A lot of thinking.
Yes. Me as well. Must say it's an adjustment. Getting used to a smaller bed.
Yeah.
But, and I'll kind of look around the room. There's not many who would have need for such a thing here. So, I understand.
I'm worried about our challenges ahead that they're gonna be thrown at us.
Yes, it's hard to say what the future will hold. If you had told me I'd be here last week, I would have laughed. But here we are.
Same.
The world you were from, you said it was called... I'm sorry, I don't recall.
Ravnica.
Ravnik. Nice. Interesting. You know something about this, then, about what we are?
Yes. And people similar to you.
So we can control this.
I hope so.
I appreciate the honest answer.
I'm very realist when it comes to things like this. Most people call it a flaw.
No, words laced with honey, they don't get you very far. I prefer more substance. And speaking of substance here, I would imagine we're kind of grabbing breakfast. How is the food obtained here? Is it more of a buffet style? Is it more of a cafeteria line?
It's lined on the long tables themselves. There is
It's just all out as a feast.
a constant flow. There is what you can see of the Tuscaria. I will say this: there's no predilection of like a serving maid or anything like that.
Right.
There is a group that sort of alternates. From what you can tell, everyone of the Tuscari is warriors. And the people that serve you are warriors. When they sit, they begin to eat. Whenever they finish serving, they begin to eat as well. Another group that is done eating will go back into the kitchen and continue the cooking or continue grabbing up the food itself. Whoever's cooking in the back is constant.
Okay. Then I'll just be, as we're talking, Trunk goes over, grabs stuff, and kind of snacking, as it were, so that way we can still have the conversation.
You can see Tyvar at one of the ends of the tables wave down. Friend Cal! Friend Oberon! Come, dine with me.
Well, I'll
take
walk
my
over
plate.
and join him. Yeah.
I'll move over.
Where are your companions?
Don't
Sleeping.
believe they've awoken yet.
Still!
Well, not all of us are up quite early, it would seem. We're still... maybe it's the travel from one world to the next.
It is the early riser that gets to wrestle the coma's coil.
Is that a person?
Know what that means, I'm sorry.
He wraps his arms around both of you and says, You'll learn. You will learn. Come, eat, quick. And then we wake your friends.
Eggs, bread.
And as you eat, we join Nadidah, the mole, and Amelia, as you all went to bed around the same time. As you may awaken.
Amelia wakes up and sees the book wasn't a dream. And she gives it another once over. And the cantrips I chose were Guidance, Spare the Dying, and Chill Touch.
Good to know.
And she'll walk out and see if anyone else is awake, as if nothing happened.
And Nadidah and the mole.
I think the mole has been talking to Nadidah for the last 25 minutes, unsure if Nadidah has been awake or not. And he's just kind of in the middle of and see, this is the difference between a gull and a tern. A tern flies higher, their wings are slightly different shape, and the tern hunts for meat. And a gull, his wings are a little bit more round, and he only eats the meat if the creature is already dead. Or a fish.
Does the fish have to be dead, or is it just the meat that has to be dead?
The fish do not have to be dead, but red or white meat, they have to be dead. I saw one eat a cat once, but the cat had gotten hidden by a cart, and it was not good. I performed a vigil for that cat, even though that cat hunted me once upon a time.
adore you.
He deserved a warrior's death. Or at least a hunter's death. A wagon wheel is not a good death.
I wouldn't think so, no.
Although it makes me think, what if we could get Cal to use a wagon wheel as a weapon? Throw it like the discus in the Iroan games.
Amelia, you would hear the conversation from the mole and Nadidah, so you would know at the very least that they are awake.
She would hesitate. And she would knock.
You want me to get the door, or are you still sleepy?
It's fine. Come in.
And Amelia will gingerly open the door, and she now has a pretty large tome strapped to her waist corset belt thing.
What is that?
What, this?
Find a
Yeah.
library?
What is that?
What do
Oh,
you
there's so many new words.
I think the library found me.
Does
You
the
know, I wouldn't
library
be surprised.
Does the library fly or crawl?
Oh,
In the worlds that we're... probably both.
who knows? Who's to say?
And it is a. Does the library have milk, or does it hunt and regurgitate for its young? What kind of creature is a library?
It's not a. It's like
It's-
a collection of books.
It's
What
a
I was
place-
being.
Oh, and
metaphorical.
that is a book.
Yes.
Yes.
We do not have these in Theros.
You don't have books in Theros?
Hmm. I have
Can
never
you
seen
read? Which means you can't read.
No. Words are written on scrolls
Ah, I see.
and signs. And
Okay.
sometimes if someone is particularly violent, they have their charge burned into them.
I think if we took you to a library, though, you would not want to come out.
I don't know.
They're very cozy.
Do they have worms?
No, typically not.
Beetles?
Unfortunately, no.
Then I would not want to stay.
Okay. Well, speaking
Reminds-
of worms and beetles, breakfast.
Perhaps that was just the mole's belly talking. I am quite hungry.
Well, Amelia, would you mind taking him and I'll go see if I can find some beetles?
Oh, I dig. There is so much dirt here. I dig for my food today.
Okay.
I wish for you both one day to know the joy of being able to live the life of a mole.
And he'll hop down and dig through the floor.
Mole, do you take the gift with you that you received from Ignorunize, or is that left with in the care of Nadidah and everybody?
I think he has it with him. He just hasn't opened it yet. He wanted to wait for a special occasion, an auspicious moment, if you will.
Understood. That leaves Nadidah and Amelia as the mole, as you see his little feet disappear beneath the dirt.
I think Amelia's trying to not be awkward. And she says, well, shall we? Find our own food?
Of course. Let's do that.
Okay.
Before they walk out, though, she's gonna just look at her. I just want you to know that everyone has things that they don't want people to know sometimes. And I understand.
Less that I wish to hide it and more that I feel I should out of survival.
Just know that I understand and I know. And I know that there's going to be times where you won't be okay. And if you need me, then I will take care of it.
Her eyes go a little. A flash of hunger kind of goes across her face before she says, well, hopefully it won't come to that.
Just don't know where we're going to end up, and I would rather you not get hungry enough that you bite Tyvar.
Perhaps let's avoid that, yes.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds like she doesn't say thank you a whole lot. It's very awkward.
Two of you make your way to the long hall for food, and are quickly greeted by Tyvar, mouthful of what looks like some sort of pork or bacon, as he calls out, "Friend Amelia! Friend Nadidah! Come, sit! We begin the day's events together."
Oh, goddess give me strength.
Where is the mole?
Finding his own food.
Ah, patient hunter. I like it.
He doesn't exactly eat the things that we do.
He invites you to sit. Do you all join them?
They do.
Yes.
I think eventually the mole will dig out of the ground underneath Tyvar's chair. And will climb up the side of the chair.
I could have sneak attacked you, you know. You should be more vigilant, Tyvar.
Ah. And did you find your meal?
He smiles a little bit, and there's little pieces of black beetle in his teeth.
Excellent. When we have all eaten our fill, we must make our way out. We're to journey outward, away from the Tuskeri. Today we begin our adventure together. Today we begin our saga.
Where are we going?
I hope you all got a good rest. I hope you all eat your fill. Today we hunt demons.
Back
Say
to
what?
back to
sorry,
the Ember
what-
Storm.
No, the Emberstorm has come to us. Well, in a sense. There are followers of a great demon, long since bound now, called the Skell. And they are the raiders. They subjugate villages and towns. We're going to liberate one today.
I see. Now,
I'm excited.
the demons here, what are they like?
There are no demons on Bredicard.
No, the ones we're going to fight or
Well,
deal with.
we are fighting demon touched. I don't imagine we will find any true demons. But that would be something, wouldn't it?
Yes, but I would hope that we don't.
Where are all of the sirens and cyclopes and the Hydra? Where are all of them?
I don't.
I've
don't
heard
know.
about your trolls and now your demons. One of the men in all said something about a dragon. Where are your real monsters?
Spoken like someone who's never fought the Skell.
I will kill them all.
Eat your fill. Well, we'll need that strength to do just that.
Now,
Today-
I'm less worried about the killing, Tyvarkel. You tell me about these people. You said they were, new word. Subjugate. What is this word?
They keep towns and villages. They conquer the settlements of other clans and collect tribute from their citizens.
Is this not just war?
No, far more than war. They've broken the code of the clans and are no longer bound by it. They're a terrible force. They are waging... I can't even call it a war. It's bloodshed for bloodshed's sake. There's
They're
no
basically
goal.
taking over towns because that's what they can and will do, and the people are bowing to them.
Exactly right. And the tribute that they gather is not of coin or anything of value. Not really. What they desire is fear. They desire is blood. They want the destruction. They want that negativity, the miasma that seeps into the ground of an oppressed people.
They want fear.
They are bullies.
I've had, or at least heard stories of people like this in my world. They won't stop.
Why do not then, if they have broken the clan, whose or what's, or why do then not all of the clans get together and kill them?
Because the clans, well,
Cannot
have
put
their own-
aside their differences to confront a common foe?
precisely then.
Shame.
They also don't necessarily see them as a full threat since their leader has been bound back on Immersturm.
All of the kings and queens and ladies and lords here, then they are shameful. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Perhaps. But that is something to deal with later. That is a whole other task to unite the clans of Kaldheim. Today our task is simple. Liberation.
You are asking us to kill.
I'm asking you to give freedom to an entire settlement.
By...
Committing great violence. Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be death, Mol. We can.
I do not mind the killing if there is no other option. It was like with the Notrat. I asked him if he would go, and he said that it would be to the death. So I kill him. I make bargain with Arnie Brokenbrow. I not kill him.
You said they're not demons themselves, they're just touched by demons?
Touched by one specific demon, and the magic that they wield carries a bit of his power. What likely you will see today are his priests, his raiders, and the scorn effigies that they leave in place of the settlements to subjugate them.
Wouldn't there be a way to break the spell of the demon?
The demon is bound. His influence remains. They followed him willingly. There was no curse or control.
Then they are shits.
So what would happen if you removed the demon? Yes, he's bound, but obviously he still has some type of power.
There is no killing a demon on the Kaldheim. They are rebirthed. They are reborn in Immersturm.
They are bullies
you-
and they are shits. This makes the mole's decision clear.
I thought
And
you all
the
would
people-
be more excited about this.
The people that they have subjugated, who are they? They are who I am concerned about.
They're on the edge of the Tuskeri Dominion. They're, for all intents and purposes, they are Arnie's citizens.
And they do not have rabbit ears like Tyvarkel.
No.
Are they men?
Men, women, children, everyday folk.
And they are not like Oberyn.
Kind of looks at Oberon. Almost assuredly no.
And they are not like Cal.
Again, almost assuredly no.
So what do they look like?
Kind of looks around the space and kind of like that. Maybe smaller. He points to one of the smaller Tuskeri.
So they are men.
Yes.
Why do you do this to them all? Them all ask simple question, and you give answer that makes mole hunt like for beetle.
I thought I was being very clear. We're to liberate a settlement.
He have one ridge on his brain.
Can we discuss this as we move?
Have you eaten your fill?
I've eaten enough for now, but I feel this is more important.
Cal, you have to eat more. You have a very big belly, and you need it to be full so that you can be strong.
Bring food with me.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
But the more time we waste here is more time for them to kill someone else.
Then let's
They're
away,
not-
friends. Gather your things. Today our story begins. He gets up, a smile on his face, and leads you out of the long hall to do battle with the Skell.
I'd like to make note that she's grabbing some type of meat and bread and making a sandwich to take with her.
And that is where we'll end today's session. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you all next time.